Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take you on the tour. This is the end of November of my backyard fruit tree garden. Okay, as you can see right here, I put the persimmons down. A lot of them went into dormancy. I have 4 persimmon trees. Java Jacata. This is a red Java Jacata. So this is the newest one I just got. And that was $30. This is the older one. This is the red one. Okay, here we go with the blueberries. Some of my blueberries are starting to sprout. Okay, that's the vegetables right here. Kale. We got the Santa Rosa. So, you know, I'm in Central Florida, so the weather's going back and forth, a little chilly, and then it's another blueberry, and a little cool. So, what happens with a lot of our fruit trees is they go in and out of dormancy because I think the weather confuses them. These are all blueberries I'm showing you. So that's blueberries down there. This is a natal plum. So far I haven't gotten any plums in there. Here's my papayas. Papayas. We come around here. We got a couple of collard greens and oregano, basil. Here's the little nectarine tree. And here's that clemendin. I always pronounce that wrong. And as you can see, that's some cabbages and vegetables. And as you can see, that's a aloe vera. Here we go with the variegated pink lemon. And this right here is the Logan. Alright, and here we go right here. This is the wax apple. It's the green one. And here we go right here. This is the Scarlet Beauty. And I have trimmed her a lot, so she's going to continue to grow however she's going to grow. This one right here is the Edamoya. It rained a lot, so it got too much water. So a lot of these, you know, since we're going toward the December, the leaves come off, or I'll take them off if they start looking too bad because, you know, they got too much water. This right here is the lychee. Well, as you can see, all the leaves fell off of there, and there was definitely too much water on that. But she always bounces back, so I don't really worry about that. And we have the Bruce plum. Let's see. So a lot of these with the rain, they don't like all that rain. Sugar apple. It's one of the sugar apples. It's the red one. It's another sugar apple. This right here is a soursop. I got to go ahead and take that out of there and put it in a bigger pot because the pot is like flipping over, so I'll do that. This right here is the pear tree. It's a type of pear. It's a nice, beautiful tree. I put garlic in it to try to keep the little bugs and creatures away. And as you can see, this is a Pakistani mulberry. And this is another pear tree. We got the black sapoti coming back. All the leaves that fell off of that, but it's coming back. This is the June plum. Alright, we come around. This is where I usually put all of my pollinating flowers in this area. You can see in that area. When we come around here, this is the fig. I had cut this fig all the way down because it was just getting ridiculous. So turkey fig. And as you can see, it's growing. They go the little figs. I don't know if you see them right there. Little figs. So this one's always growing. So I put a couple of my cauliflower and broccoli plants in between some of my fruit trees. And honey, Murcott tangerine. And there's like 2 tangerines left on there. One there, one back here. Okay, these are the sapodillas. Both of them are sapodillas. And they're starting to grow more. I actually got this one first, and this one second, but this one's growing a lot quicker. Here we go with the red line. You see the little ones growing. Okay, as we go along, this is the red navel orange, and they gave me 2 big, beautiful oranges. Right, so see that put in a bigger pot, and you see some tomatoes. All right, as we come around here, we got the big old pineapple. When we come around, these are seem to be going into dormancy, and these are the pomegranates, and they're the wonderful pomegranates. Wonderful. That's one right there, and this one right here. Pomegranates. And this right here is a cranberry hibiscus. I got a couple of these around here. And this one right here is coming back to life after the hurricane messed it up. And as you can see, that's what that is. And it's coming back to life. So she's still going strong. These are a couple of pepper plants and cranberry hibiscus. And the same here. And this is my little pineapple patch. You see the pineapples in there. That's one of the pineapple patches. And as you can see, this is a bunch of herbs. Cuban oregano and tomatoes. As you can see, this is one of my blueberry patches. So I showed you the other one earlier. This is another part where I keep the blueberries. So I keep some in and some out because I know the birds try to attack. So I want to make sure I have some of them. So they're basically, and I just put some more acidifier in there for fertilization. This right here is my sorrel tree. Look at all that sorrel, and it blooms. The flowers are so pretty. I got to take the sorrel off of there. Of course, these is my miracle trees. Of course, you know I have 3 of them from earlier I showed you. So that's the baby one, and the baby one really puts out a lot. We come around here, we got some more aloe. And we have the Comito, which is a star apple. She's getting bigger. This is another papaya. See how big she's getting. Behind here we got what you call a loquat tree. Back here. And we have some more of my just the vegetables, broccoli, and over here we have a regular Oro Negro avocado. I had 2 avocados, but the hurricane snapped one in pieces. And this is another fig tree. You see that one fig up there? It's time to probably remove. Yeah, it's falling off, so that's that one fig. That grows a lot too. That's taller. There's a Malabar spinach. And here go my 2 strawberry. They call them Jamaican cherry trees. And you know they produce sparingly. And back here is my jujube, Indian jujube. Okay, right here we have some more oregano, Cuban oregano, and we have some cabbage, and right here we have some more. So this is like the backdrop picture. This side is the more shaded side of my yard because of this big tree from our next door neighbors. And we get a lot of direct sunlight in my backyard, so I try to take trees that's sensitive to too much sunlight and I put them in that side. These are some of the flowers that I have for pollinators. And these are my towers. And I got all kind of herbs and spices and spinach and lettuce and just different things in there. garlic. And then we go over here and we have some more of my other tower with lettuce. I got strawberries, you know, different things. Some aloe in there, mustard greens. Here I took the cuttings of a sorrel plant and decided to put them in there. I probably will sell those. See, they blooming. Look how small those are. They already blooming already. And then right here we got the rosemary, and we have the chive right here. And of course, right here we have some more broccoli. And then these are, you know, my favorites right here. The main thing is our mango trees right here. So we all have all types. I'm not going to name all of them, but a couple of them. Super Julie, Fruit Punch, Ice Green, the Keat, Venus. This is the Hawaiian Dwarf back there. So I kind of got them lined up. So when I put my greenhouse over them, is an umbrella greenhouse to protect them from the cold when we get a little cold snaps. This is a Super Alfonso. Look how big she is. And a lot of these are flowering, non-duck mai. They trying to do little mangoes, as you can see. Whether they're gonna hold or not, I don't know, because we probably get a frost. And you see Keat over there with their little mangoes they're trying to produce from the pinnacles. And this right here is Carrie. She just going to town. Look at her. She just going to town. Carrie, look at these pinnacles she has over here. Then over here, look at Ice Cream. Now, Ice Cream mango seems to fruit a couple of times a year since we've had her. So, for some reason, she really just produces. And they're not huge mangoes. They're small, but she produces constantly. So, that's her. That's those mangoes right there. I think I have a total of 16 or 17 mango trees. I'm not sure. That's the Fruit Cocktail one. She's a baby. Of course, you know, this is Valencia Pride. We put her in the ground. Yep, that's old Valencia Pride right there. And this right here is Pina Colada. Right there. Yep, so I have them in some big pots. Now we go over here and we have the Miwa. We put her in the ground. And the June plum, and you know they grow forever. I mean, look at all those plums. And so I chopped her down, you know, because she looked like she had a disease, and she grew back like they usually do. All right, this is my citrus area, which got smaller because I put a lot of the citrus in the ground. And the Maya lemon trees, I mean, they just go, go, go. So anyway, we ate all the grapefruits. And we took off a lot of lemons, a lot. Key lime right there, trying to rebound. And we got another red lime right here. And you can see she's trying to produce right there. So beautiful. She's trying to produce. Some more lemons on there. Okay, as we come around right here, this is the strawberry guava. Look at those beautiful flowers. Okay, so the strawberry guava is starting to produce for us now for whatever reason, I don't know. But it has a lot of strawberries. I mean, strawberry guavas. See them. So it actually has a lot, and they're hidden underneath. This is another pineapple patch I have, and you got that everberry and mulberry over there. This is the moringa, and this is some little garden I put together with mustard greens and broccoli. Okay, and that's the pan out of that going that way. Okay, as we come around over here, we got another moringa. And I just gave her a chop down. And this is the ice cream bean. Okay, we come around here, we already know what that is, right? That's a papaya. And this is the banana. One of the banana trees. And then we have some little one, got some katuk back there. As you can see, another cranberry, hibiscus. And we have my little vegetables right here. You know, I'm going in and out with vegetables. And here's another red, this is a red banana tree. Just repotted her. I'm going to go ahead and leave her in the pot for the winter so I can protect her. And then I'll put her in the ground as soon as it warms up again. We got the peach tree over here. And like I said, look at those again. So I'm kind of a little bit out of my element when I do these kale and collard greens and stuff, but this is something I want to learn. So I'll be doing this in the fall. Here we go with my grapes. These are muscadine grapevines. And my hubby built this little trellis. So I already tied it so it can go ahead and, I'll start feeding it up. This right here is the pink guava. And this guava tree is forever producing all year. Look at that. I mean, it's producing. And it got some more over there. And the hurricane tried to tear it up, but she's back. Let's a quick look over here. These are my Barbados cherries. And I have 3 of them here. And I cut them down about a month ago because they grow real crazy. But this one right here was giving me trouble in the summer. And look at all the flowers. I don't know if you can see those, but they got the flowers all opening. Those are all the Barbados cherries going to be coming in. See, this tree is loaded. So some lemongrass in between there. Okay, this is another grapevine I have with the trellis. And those right there are Concord grapes. So I'm trying these. This is going to be new for me, the grapes, but you're never going to know unless you try, right? This is one of our fruit cocktail trees, lemon Meyer and orange, Hamilton orange. We didn't get the oranges, we got all Myers. This one right here is a grapefruit and lemon Myers. Now we did get grapefruits from here and Myers. The lemon Meyer trees seem to be very powerful. They overtake the fruit cocktail trees, but we'll see. They're young. We got a lot. Actually, and there's still a couple more on here. So this tree right here, I'm gonna tell you, this tree gave me like 25 lemons. And this tree gave me about 30 lemons. I mean, believe it or not, 30 of them. It looks small. We got that blackberry. So I got my blackberry bushes there. Some more Malabar spinach, aloe. And here we go with another Meyer tree. We decided to put that in the ground because it gave us so many. Meyer trees give you a lot of lemons. I mean, and they're very sweet. They're very good tasting. I had a Ponderosa lemon. That took forever, and I didn't really like that lemon tree, so it died, and I didn't care. So this is another banana we put in the ground, and the reason why we mostly put bananas in there, in the ground, is for the leaves, because we need a lot of shade, because the sun hits directly, the direct sunlight hits right on my backyard and actually scorches a lot of my plants. So this is supposed to be a grafted loquat right here. I was having a lot of trouble with her. And she's doing a lot better now. Okay, and this right here is a Valencia orange. I have not had this orange tree for long, but we'll probably eventually put her in the ground also. And you go around and that's some little plants. I have different flowering cabbages and all these sorts. Over here we have the variegated centennial. And over here we got the Nagami. She's coming back to life. We put these all in the ground, gave them a little section, and you see the small ones there. And then we have another Miwa right here. So all of them are starting to produce. Once again, the weather's changing back and forth, so I think it confuses the trees. But this is about the time they start flowering. And as you can see those little ones right there. It's a whole bunch of those, and we still have some old ones there. All right, so right here we got the ruby red grapefruit. She produced a good amount of grapefruit for us, so we decided to take her out the pot and put her in the ground. And then we have, another natal plum. Okay, so that's basically the yard. And I've decided to, not be a fruit tree collector. I actually want to be a grower, and the difference to me is that, a lot of people collect a whole bunch of fruit trees and they have a whole bunch of pots sitting around, but they may not have the room to actually grow these fruit trees, not realizing how big these fruit trees will get depending on the size of your yard. I have a nice sizable yard, but I want to make sure that my trees have space to grow. So I have a lot of dwarf trees and semi-dwarf trees. So those are gonna stay in the pots, and the other ones will come out. But I actually want to grow fruits, not just be a fruit tree collector. So I actually want to grow fruits, and that's why we put the biggest mango trees in the ground, like the Valencia Pride and the that's one was a seedling over there. So what we'll do is if the trees start, mango trees start seeming like they're getting out of hand, we'll take and we're going to start grafting anyway on the bigger trees. So we're going to put 3 mango trees, the biggest ones, in the ground, and we'll graft onto them all the other flavors that we like and wait for the grafts to take. So once the grafts are take, we can either sell the other ones or keep them. It depends on, how big they grow. And that's how we'll collect the fruits. Because basically that's the ending result that we want. We want to actually have fruits, not just a whole bunch of trees just to say I have fruit trees. I actually want the fruits out of the trees. So I have to be more realistic on how many I can actually collect when I'm collecting these, because you can collect them and it can become overwhelming when they start growing. When they're small is one thing, but once they start getting big and you realize you can't be out there, chopping and cutting and or whatever the case may be, a lot of your fruit trees may die or whatever the case may be. So, some people like to collect them, and there's no problem with that. Um, I started off collecting, but now I want the growth more, and I want the fruits more. So I have to be realistic of how many fruit trees I can actually handle, and I do have a nice size yard. So just bringing you a little tour of the backyard, because I haven't did a complete tour in a while. And hopefully you enjoy this video content. And if you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell so any of the videos that I upload, you will get them immediately. Thank you for this beautiful, blessed Sunday morning here in Central Florida. Y'all have a blessed day. Goodbye.